Today, we are heading to the heart of Italy, the Lazio region. I found 3 amazing houses that offer charm, character, and incredible value. They are about an hour from Rome, close enough for day trips, but far enough for peace and quiet. Surrounded by rolling hills, medieval villages, and beautiful lakes, these properties may just surprise you. Let's take a look. Lazio has 5 provinces, and today we are exploring properties in the province of Rieti, a lesser known but incredibly scenic area of central Italy. Our first stop is in the town of Fiamignano, a peaceful place nestled in the hills surrounded by forests, lakes, and traditional villages. The property is a spacious 160 square meter apartment spread over 2 levels, located in a historic building right in the heart of the old town. You enter the apartment from a quiet, narrow street that winds through the old town, leading you directly into the kitchen. It's a good-sized kitchen with everything you need to get started. And while it is fully functional, it would really benefit from an update with more modern finishes and maybe a more open layout. Next to the kitchen, you've got the bathroom. It is spacious, tiled, and comes with a bathtub, a wall-mounted boiler for hot water, and enough space to fit a washing machine. So it is practical as it is, but again, a bit of modernizing would really bring it to life. Moving from the kitchen into the living room, you will notice how large and light-filled this space is. I have seen bold colors choices before. Here is something you don't see every day: a pink fireplace. Of the living room, there is another room that's currently used as a kind of multi-purpose space. It could work really well as a home office, a walk-in wardrobe, a reading nook, or even a small guest bedroom if you need the extra sleeping space. One of the biggest highlights of the property is this terrace. It's got plenty of room for outdoor furniture, plants, a barbecue setup. You can really turn this into your own little oasis. From the terrace and the living room, there is also a secondary entrance with a charming stone staircase that leads down to the kitchen door and then out to the street. This gives the place a kind of flexible layout where you could even split the levels if you wanted to host guests or use part of the home as a rental. Now, heading upstairs via the internal staircase, you will find 2 incredible spacious bedrooms. Both rooms are bright, with large windows letting in plenty of natural light. One of the bedrooms even has a balcony that overlooks the rooftops and streets of the old towns, perfect for getting a feel for the rhythm of the place. But my favorite feature is in the second bedroom: a beautiful exposed wooden ceiling and the kind of traditional pattern floor tiles that instantly give the room warmth and character. It is a room that really captures the charm of the old Italian homes. Now, let's talk about amenities and location. You can reach Rome in about an hour by car, which makes day trips to the capital totally doable. And if you need to pop into the city for errands or extra services, Rieti, the regional capital, is just 30 minutes away. The closest airport is also in Rome, so international travel is easy. That said, this place is best suited for someone with a car. You won't find shops, cafes, or restaurants right on your doorstep, but that's part of the countryside charm. What you get in return is space, privacy, and those gorgeous natural surroundings. And speaking of nature, Lake Salto is less than 15 minutes away. It is one of the largest artificial lakes in Lazio, created in 1940 by damming the Salto River. So if you are into swimming, fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding, or simply relaxing by the water, it's a beautiful spot that stays peaceful even during the busy season. Fiamignano itself is a historic village with roots going back to ancient times. It's home to around 1,400 residents and sits nearly 1,000 meters above sea level, offering panoramic views of the Salto Valley. You will find medieval architecture, archaeological sites, and a rich cultural heritage waiting to be explored. This area is a haven for outdoor lovers. Hiking and cycling trails are all around you. So if you are looking to trade city bus for birdsong and want a mix of history, views, and natural beauty, Fiamignano might just win you over. And this house is currently for sale for just 19,000 euros, which is around $21,600. The next stop is in the municipality of Città Ducale, just a few meters from the ancient castle of Calariola. Surrounded by greenery, I found a charming stand-alone house that's been divided into two separate apartments, each with its own entrance. The first apartment has a welcoming corridor that leads to a kitchen with a cozy fireplace, followed by a living room with a dining area, and a double bedroom with an adjacent bathroom. There is gas heating throughout, window shutters, and a balcony with sweeping views over the valley, perfect for your morning coffee or evening wine. Moving downstairs, there you will find the second apartment, which is accessed from a separate entrance with a little patio and a handy storage room. Inside, you will find a good-sized kitchen with a dining area and another fireplace, a living room, a double bedroom, and a bathroom. The setup makes this place ideal for renting, especially in the summer when the area comes alive with medieval events at the nearby castle. And if you don't drive, no problem. There is both a bus stop and a train station less than 200 meters away. Rome is just 80 kilometers away for international travel, and the city of Rieti is only 10 kilometers down the road. Public transport will get you there in about 30 minutes, where you will find all the shops, restaurants, and schools you will need. Città Ducale is a charming town of around 6,700 residents, founded way back in 1308. So it's been around for over 700 years. The area has actually been inhabited since prehistoric times, with archaeological findings dating back to the Mesolithic and Neolithic periods. Today, it's known for its well-preserved medieval architecture, peaceful atmosphere, and beautiful views over the surrounding hills and natural wonders. It's also a fantastic place for food lovers, famous for its high-quality olive oil and locally produced cured meats. I have added a link in the video description if you would like to see the full tour of this property, which is currently for sale for 33,000 euros, which is around $37,500. Our last stop today is in the municipality of Pescorociano, where I found a real bargain, an impressive 230 square meter villa with 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 200 square meter garden. The location is super convenient, just an hour from Rome via the A24 motorway. Plus, you are only about 20 minutes from Lake Salto and not far from Lake Turano. The house is spread over 3 levels and laid out like this. On the ground floor, there is an entrance hall, a kitchen, a sitting room with a cellar, a large living room with a wood-burning fireplace, and a bathroom. The right side of this level, with the large living room, kitchen, and bathroom, has a separate entrance from the street and could easily be converted into an independent apartment, perfect for guests or as a rental unit. On the first floor, there is another cozy living room with a wood-burning fireplace and a double bedroom that opens onto a large terrace. And on the second floor, there you will find 3 more bedrooms, a bathroom, and direct access to the garden. Now, I will let you enjoy the rest of the tour of this affordable house, and let's talk about why so many homes in Italy like this are so cheap, or should we say affordable? So, if you are wondering, why are some houses in Italy so cheap? Well, there are a few factors at play. First, many of these homes are located in more rural areas or small towns, where the cost of living is lower and property demand isn't as high as in the big cities. Second, some of these properties need a bit of work, whether it is renovations or just general upkeep, but that's actually a good thing if you are up for a project. You can get a great deal on a house that, with some love, you can turn into your dream home or a solid rental property. Another factor is that many of these homes were inherited, and the younger generation has moved away from rural areas for work or even abroad. They don't want or even need these houses, but they still have to pay for taxes and maintenance, so they prefer to sell them off instead of keeping them in the family. Additionally, certain areas in Italy are located in earthquake-prone zones, which can also drive property prices down. The most earthquake-prone regions include places like Umbria, Abruzzo, and parts of central Italy, including Lazio region. And as a result, buyers can often find great deals in these areas, but it is important to consider the risk involved when purchasing in these locations. And lastly, many of these towns have small populations or are less touristy, which can drive down property prices. And let's face it, not everyone wants to live far from the hustle and bustle, so these areas are more affordable for those who are looking for a quieter life or for expats wanting to live in Italy on a budget. For some, it can be a turn-off, but for others, it's a unique opportunity to invest in a piece of Italy at a great price. So, let me know, what do you prefer? An apartment in a bigger city or a villa in the countryside? Drop me a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free. Links to the direct agent contact details are in the video description for those interested in any of these houses. Thank you for watching and have a great Easter Sunday.